Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know this rush hour of January 14, Tuesday. I'm Riza Diaz. We are now looking at live pictures of the Taal volcano as seen from Tagaytay. The volcano is still on alert level 4 as it continues to release miles high of ash. Now, just to clarify, that steep area of the volcano island you're looking at is not the crater of Taal volcano. That is only what the locals call the Binintiang Munti, which is just as at the edge, of the volcano island. Now, the main crater is way at the center of the island behind Binintiang Munti. Classes in some parts of Luzon remain suspended today due to the effects of the Taal volcano's eruption. These include classes in all levels in the entire province of Batangas, Cavite, Pampanga, and the town of Maykawayan in Bulacan. Now, same goes for the whole of Metro Manila except for Malabon and Navotas. Several parts of Laguna also declared localized class suspensions today, with the town of Rizal in Laguna only canceling classes preschool to high school. Now, in the province of Rizal, these areas have also declared no classes in all levels today. Now let's get an update on the affected areas. Romel Lopez is in Batangas City to give us the latest. Romel, good morning. Kamusta kayo dyan?
Yes, Risa, good morning. Thousands of residents have been evacuated from the town of Agoncillo to nearby towns for safety against the effects of ashfall and threat of earthquakes.
Upon first glance, the town looks like a ghost town. No power, deserted, with the Taal volcano just a few kilometers away. Traveling was next to impossible since there was zero visibility. All roads were blanketed in 2-inch thick ash deposits. This motor shop is a proof of the heavy damage done by the ash fall after it collapsed on a newly repaired car.
Pagising ko namin, ganyan sa sobrang sigurong bigat ng alikabok.
Apart from the ashfall, residents also worry about the potential tremors accompanying Taal's eruption.
Bawat isang minuto, lindol na lindol. Walang tigil talaga. Ay, syempre, takot.
In Barangay Subic, Ibaba, the Taal volcano can still be seen releasing ash. Residents voluntarily packed their bags and evacuated out of fear, leaving their livelihood and belongings behind.
Naku, talagang malaking problema. Ang balita sa amin doon yung mga bahay namin sa Banyaga wala na, bagsak na lahat.
Even some fishermen put off fishing for the meantime.
Sa kasalukuyan po ngayon ng mga mangingisda ay hindi mo nag-aasikaso ng pangingisda nila. Kasi nga, ayan ang problema, yung pagputok ng Bulkang Taal may alikabok, hindi sila makapagtrabaho ng maayos. Tsaka mas priorities nila yung pamilya nila na mailikas muna ng maayos.
According to the NDRRMC, almost 25,000 individuals evacuated in the province of Batangas. Residents of San Nicolas, Agoncillo, Taal, and Lemery went to the nearby Calaca town.
Yes, a state of calamity has been declared in the whole province of Batangas, as we've reported. What we know so far is President Duterte is set to visit the province today for a command conference with the local officials, Risa.
Romel, sa mga evacuation centers, meron pa ba silang kakayanan na maka-accommodate pa? Kasi we're expecting perhaps that today, meron pa tayong mga kababayan na mag-evacuate.
Yes, Risa, in fact, all 6 districts of the province put up evacuation center para nga dun sa mga kababayan natin na affected. For example, the first district of Batangas for evacuation, second available for evacuation, the third has 6 towns open for evacuees, and the rest ng tatlong remaining na districts, may tigigisang town or cities na open naman doon sa mga evacuees, Risa.
Rommel, we also see, of course, the continuous relief efforts. Kamusta yung status ng mga pangunahing pangangailangan nila as to food, water, and perhaps yung mga face mask? Are those available?
Yes, so far, like the town of Calaca, they still have steady supplies of food, water, and other contingency stocks from the LGLU. And luckily, there are a lot of NGOs, churches, and private companies who stepped up to help these thousands of evacuees. And then nakakatuwa nga lang, even tubig, pagkain, and then face mask, dala-dala nitong mga kababayan natin to help naman yung mga affected residents of Batangas Province, Risa.
Rommel, continuous pa rin yung ashfall, but is there already talks about yung cleanup drive perhaps?
Yes, Risa, for some areas here in Batangas that are not really affected by the large deposit of ashfall, yes, nag-start na sila. Like here in Batangas City, wherein minimal lang yung ashfall. So may mga clearing operations na, may mga cleanup drive na. But for those area that are really battered by the ashfall, I guess it will really take some time for them to start the cleanup drive and rehabilitation phase. Especially nga talagang sobrang kapal ng ash deposit sa area, and ako personally I don't know kung paano yung paglilinis na gagawin doon ng mga authorities, Riza.
Alright, mag-ingat kayo dyan. Maraming salamat. Romel Lopez reporting from Batangas. President Rodrigo Duterte is planning to visit our kababayans in Batangas who were affected by the eruption of Taal volcano. But Duterte admitted that he was advised by his doctors to be careful since the ashfall may affect his health. Despite this, the president managed to even joke about it.
Kainin ko pa yung asphalt na yun. Pati yung taalan, ihian ko yan. Na yan.
Now, on a more serious note, the chief executive assured that the government will be providing financial assistance to those affected. That's on top of the deploying officials from different agencies to help with the evacuation and relief operations. The president also said he was not surprised by the price hike in face masks, but threatened those who are trying to hoard them.
Do not hoard it. Pag tinago ninyo, then I will be forced to order. Pasukin ka. For those who cannot afford it, we will give it free. Well, mag-ikot nga ako. Then I will see how di ibigay ko sundalo, pati pulis.
A scarcity of face masks have now become a problem, with some stores reportedly taking advantage of the situation to charge higher. JC Cosico has the details.
Most stores have run out of face masks as its demand went high after the Taal volcano belched ash and steam on Sunday. Health experts say particles and gas emitted by the volcano can be hazardous to health. That's why residents affected by the ashfall are advised to wear appropriate masks.
Yun talagang nakapaikot na malapit sa Taal, doon talaga natin ang talagang recommended natin is use of the N95 mask. Kasi siya talaga yung pinaka-efficient. Pero doon sa areas na less affected naman, pwede naman tayong, pwede namang hindi ganun ka-stricto. We can use surgical masks or cloth.
The N95 masks are made of structured lightweight foam and fit over one's nose and mouth. It filters out 95% of dust and particulates.
Maliliit na yung mga butas na very fine yung filtering element na hindi na makakapasok. Yung mga ibig natin maiwasan dito sa ashfall na siya magdudulot ng mga iba't ibang klase ng sakit.
The prices of such masks have reached 100 pesos, a 30 peso increase from its regular price of 70 pesos.
Sobrang dahil pong bumibili ngayon, sir. Kasi ano po dahil po sa Taal.
Others opt to sell with a profit of only a peso each.
Kailangan ho natin tumulong sa kapwa. Hindi ho natin kailangan magsamantala.
The Health Department appeals to establishments not to abuse the surge in demand.
Coordinating with the Department of Trade dun sa ating consumer protection to help us with the monitoring of prices. Pero yun po sanang kung hindi naman kinakailangan, no, wag naman mag-hoard.
The DOH also advises the public not to wear contact lenses to avoid eye irritations. Should irritation occur, health experts advise washing the eyes with water immediately. Wearing proper clothing is also advisable to avoid skin irritation. Keeping windows and doors covered with wet curtains, blankets, or clothes can also help. And most importantly, stay indoors when there's nothing important to do outside. For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
Now, coming from the health department itself, wear your face masks. Dr. Susan Pineda Mercado, who is a special envoy to the World Health Organization, demonstrates how to properly put on protective gear. Let's watch this.
Show us how to
okay, so for the mask, this part, teka kung may glasses ha.
It doesn't go over each ear.
No, this one
Okay.
is supposed to go under. Sa ilalim yun. Diba? So it went under. Can you see?
Dito.
Yeah, and then this one goes over.
Okay.
So
that's to get
that's
good
to
seal.
keep the seal there. Can you see? Balik, di ba? Yung nandito sa taas,
Nasa ilalim.
pupunta sa ilalim yon. Yung nandito sa baba, pupunta sa taas. So,
You have a crossover.
magsasara talaga siya.
Yeah. You have a crossover.
Yeah, you have a crossover,
over,
which
under,
keeps that mask completely fixed to your face. If you just wear it this way, medyo maluwag pa yun eh. So, it's really worn crisscross.
It's good that you pointed out kasi some
Yeah.
people would think that you wear a mask like one over each ear na may pa ganun.
Oh, iba nga. Ano lang eh. They wear it, I'll show you. I've seen people wear this mask this way, which is really useless. Never mind, don't use an N95 anymore. Ganyan lang. Bukas to.
Not using the other one. No.
Bukas to. So even the ordinary surgical mask, I see them doing that na ito lang. Kasi nahihirapan silang huminga. Talagang mahirap huminga. So if you're really going out into an area where you have exposure, you have to wear your mask properly. Otherwise,
Pamigay mo na lang sa iba.
correct. You give it to somebody.
Para magamit para maigi.
Yeah.
Several flights are canceled due to the Taal volcano's eruption. Now, over at NAIA Terminal 1, the following flights under Philippine Airlines, the Malaysian Airlines, and Oman Air have been suspended for the time being. In Terminal 2, PAL Express flights bound for Legazpi, Davao, and Cebu have been canceled. In Terminal 3, international flights under Air Asia and Cebu Pacific as well as domestic Cebu Pacific flights are also canceled. In Terminal 4, the following domestic flights under Air Asia are also affected and are called off for the time being. Over in Batangas, thousands of residents have fled their homes after the Taal eruption. Some challenges to the relief and evacuation efforts include power outages and tremors in the area. To give us the latest update, we have Laila Pangilinan joining us from Batangas City. Laila, good morning. Kamusta na yung lagay ng mga kababayan natin sa mga evacuation centers dyan?
Good morning, Riza. Nandito tayo ngayon sa Batangas City Sports Complex where 4,000 evacuees are housed as of the moment. As you can see, some are still asleep while some are already eating their breakfast. And some of the families here, Riza, brought along with them food. Pero sa mga walang dala na pagkain, the Provincial Social Welfare Development will be providing their food packs. Kanina nagtanong-tanong tayo kung ano ang almusal na sinerve sa kanila. And what they told us was the Provincial Social Welfare Development gave them sopas and rice for breakfast. We also saw some volunteers distributing lugaw or congee to the evacuees. Riza, most of these evacuees came from the towns of Agoncillo, Taal, Lemery, San Nicolas, and Santa Teresita. These 4,000 evacuees, Riza, are just a percent of the 30,000 evacuees Batangas-wide. There are 30,000 evacuees listed by the PDRRMO. And sa nakikita natin dito, aside from there are still people sleeping, Riza, meron din tayong mga nakikitang mga water stations. So meron tayo ditong mga galon-galon ng tubig where they can refill their water. And meron din namang mga trash bags na provided. And sa nakikita natin ngayong umaga, mga disiplinado naman ang ating mga evacuees dahil pagkatapos silang kumain, they automatically throw their trashes in the garbage bag, Riza.
So Laila, meron silang pagkain, meron din silang inumin, meron din mga available na face mask. Is this, kumbaga, ample supply? Ano pa yung mga iba nilang kailangan?
Well, sa pagkaka-interview natin kay Vice Governor Mark Leviste, ang sinasabi niya, yung mga face mask, merong isang company na nag-donate ng N95 face mask na parating pa lang. Hindi rin niya sinabi that the face masks now are enough. Sabi nga niya, kulang pa rin. So, kung meron may mga magagandang loob dyan na magbibigay sa atin ng mga face masks dito sa iba't ibang, imagine we have 30,000, it is really more than welcome and very greatly appreciated, Riza.
All right, thank you. That was Laila Pangilinan reporting live from Batangas City. Establishments in Tagaytay also got zero to little business following Taal's eruption, and Justin Punsalang has a report.
No one would have thought that the day would come when Tagaytay would look like this, a ghost town. One part of the city is all dry ash, while the other side is now blanketed in mud as rain started to fall. Electricity is out, and most businesses are closed, including malls, restaurants, and hotels. Josephine's, a famous restaurant in the city, was still brimming with customers on Sunday, some even taking the chance to take snaps of the Taal's phreatic explosion. But according to their general manager, as soon as the quake started and ash fell, customers panicked and left the town. The tremors left some cracks.
Kaninang umaga may mga nakita tayong mga cracks sa mga glasses. So 4 glasses natin may mga cracks. For now, I decided to shut down the operation for the safety of our employees. At the same time, para malinis din yung buong restaurant.
But what about small businesses? Tatay Francis has a bulaluhan at the Mahogany Market.
Kung sa lugi, talaga lugi. Kasi sa araw-araw lang magbibinta malaki-laki ng binta namin kahit pa paano.
Some meat vendors could even hardly make a sale.
Kaunti lang po kasi gawa po ng pagkakaputok ng Taal volcano.
Tourist spots in the city also took a hit. Picnic Grove, for one, now looks like a set of a horror film. Sky Ranch likewise looks abandoned. But some tourists didn't mind the doomsday feel in Tagaytay, even happily taking pictures despite the looming danger of a volcanic eruption. For News 5, Justine Punsalang, we are One News.
Heightened activity in the Taal volcano has triggered earthquakes, rains, and thunderstorms. Now, how will this affect the conduct of relief operations in the affected area? We'll ask weather forecaster Chris Perez, who is live with us from the Pagasa Weather Forecasting Center. Chris?
Good morning. So far, we're still expecting some cloudy skies and rain showers and thunderstorms over the Batangas, Cavite, Laguna, and Quezon area because of the ongoing volcanic activity. Meanwhile, we're also expecting cloudy skies and scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over eastern and central Visayas, while where light rains are expected to be experienced over the Cagayan Valley, Cordillera Administrative Region, and Aurora. Over here in Metro Manila and the rest of the country, generally fair weather conditions will prevail apart from some isolated afternoon or evening rain showers or thunderstorms. Now, the low pressure area that we have been monitoring for the past 2 days is not expected to develop into a tropical cyclone and may dissipate or be dissolved by the tail of the cold front sometime between today and tomorrow. It has yet to affect any part of the country, and so far, in the next 2 days, we're not expecting any other tropical cyclones to affect the country. And that's the latest here at the Pagasa Weather Forecasting Center. I'm Chris Perez reporting.
Chris, before you go, we would like to ask about the direction of the wind. And of course, we know that this is affecting the ashfall. Saan papunta yung direksyon ng hangin ngayon?
Well, so far we've been monitoring the winds a lot at around 5 kilometers from the surface and above, because the movement of the wind at these particular levels of the atmosphere has influenced the direction to which the deposited ash over the Batangas area are going in the next 24 hours. And we are looking at south to southwesterly winds at that particular level, which will bring the ashes over the Batangas area towards the northern Quezon, then to the Philippine Sea. So generally, we're expecting some gradual improvement in terms of air quality and ash deposits over the Batangas area as well as over the neighboring provinces as well.
Thank you. That was Pagasa weather forecaster Chris Perez. Now, it's not just humans feeling the destructive effects of Taal's eruption, as biodiversity in the area is also affected. Shyla Francisco will tell us more.
Ashfall brought about by Taal volcano's eruption last Sunday has reached Metro Manila and nearby provinces. In the Environment Department's monitoring Monday morning, air quality in Mandaluyong, Las Piñas, Taguig, and Antipolo are unhealthy for those with respiratory problems. DNR Undersecretary Benny Antiporter urges everybody to wear masks.
It doesn't mean na tumigil na yung ashfall sa ating visual, no? Malinis na. No, magkakamali po tayo. Bumaksak po sa lupa itong mga to. At kapag may dumaan na sasakyan o dumaan na malakas na hangin, babalik ito sa hangin at maaari pa rin itong malanghap ng tao.
Taal Lake was also contaminated with elements such as sulfur, which can be toxic to living organisms.
That will also cause yung pag-increase ng acidity and turbidity na pagtaas din ng temperature ng tubig. So lahat yun ay potential cause ng fish kill.
Markets in Quezon City like Mega Q Mart are already feeling the impact of the contamination, with Talisay and Agoncillo unable to produce half of the tilapia deliveries. But the worst is yet to come. They may not receive supplies in the next few days. This prompted some to hike prices by 10 pesos per kilo.
Wala kaming may tinda. Pagkukunti ang dating.
Nahirapan ng bumiyahe at saka yung daanan para at saka rami raw yung bumagsak daw ng mabaga, baka nagkandamatay ang mga isda.
But the Agriculture Department clarifies fish supply may not be entirely affected. This despite Batangas being the source of 15,000 metric tons of fish every first quarter.
Sa Pampanga, Central Luzon can be a major source of tilapia, bataan. We are coordinating everything possible na kung saan po yung production areas na pwedeng mapunuan yung kakulangan po na dapat manggaling sa Taal.
The Biodiversity Management Bureau of the DNR is also monitoring the endangered species in the area.
Remember, yung Taal volcano is a protected landscape. It's a crater lake. Yung crater lake area na yun and the surrounding vicinities, definitely masisira yung habitat ng mga ating mga wildlife.
These species include the tawilis, a freshwater sardine that's only found in Taal, and the migratory bird hornbill. Shyla Francisco, we are One News.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Stay tuned for our continuing coverage of the Taal volcano explosion. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.